That's where I'm at. I'm not even troubleshooting shit. I'm just fuck it, we'll use something else. Whatever. I don't even care.
Right?
Fucking bullshit. Well, we're live. We're live. And they caught like the second half of that rant. So that's fucking awesome. You know, top quality production value. We will have background music eventually. You motherfuckers are lucky we have a stream.
Yeah.
With the kind of mood that I'm in right now, dude. But I'm doing this shit hoping to fucking, you know, get a little bit of this pent up fucking aggression out of my system. Let me make sure that my okay. My Facebook audio settings look sufficient. All right.
Oh man.
All right, we have background music now, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, because for all I know, that could not fucking be working either. Good fucking God. It's just one of them days when you don't want to wake up.
One of those days you want the keys to your own B2, huh?
Yes, although that's every day, so I don't know that that's really... And I don't think they take keys, but whatever it takes to operate them, I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got that to talk about. We're going to talk about B-2 bombers.
What up?
What's
What's up,
man?
Crowley? On a scale of 1 to 10, how douchey do you feel today?
How what?
How douchey do you feel today?
Me?
Yeah.
I do. She?
What?
I said I always feel kind of douchey.
Okay. Just wondering. So
I mean, I did catch some toothy bastards today, so I'm not too douchey, but
oh, fish.
Yeah.
You're on your trip, aren't you?
yeah.
So let's see. What do I get into first? Let's get into the fucking gun business first. Let's do that. There's been some crazy shit going. You know?
Well, I seen something the other day. One of your posts said something about you might have to get a lawyer for something.
Yeah, I might have to get a lawyer for something. And I'll get into that. But I want to get into something else first. This is fucking crazy. And honestly, as much as I like making the government smaller, I don't think that this particular thing is good. You got a lot of noise coming from your end, Crowley. Are you good? Are the fucking Iranians fucking doing some shit to you?
No, he's in Canada.
I don't think so. I'm in Canada.
Oh, okay. You got a lot of noise. So, the Justice Department. Now, this is as of June 18th of 2025. So this is potentially something we would have talked about last week if I had a stream, but I didn't because shit came up, which I'll talk about that too. The Justice Department plans to slash the number of inspectors who monitor federally licensed gun dealers by 2/3, sharply limiting the government's already crimped capacity to identify businesses that sell guns to criminals, according to budget documents. The move, part of the Trump's administration effort to defang and downsize the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, comes as the department considers merging the ATF and the DEA. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
I honestly, I read something about that like 6-8 months ago, and I honestly thought they'd already done that.
No, they haven't. And it's a terrible fucking idea. They absolutely shouldn't do it.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, it follows a rollback of Biden-era regulations aimed at stemming the spread of deadly homemade firearms along with other gun control measures. The department plans to eliminate, now listen to this, both of you, because this is the juicy part. This is where we get to numbers, and everybody knows how much I like numbers. The department plans to eliminate 541 of the estimated 800 investigators.
That's not a good idea.
These investigators are responsible for determining whether federal dealers are following the law and regulations intended to keep guns away from traffickers, straw purchasers, and those found to have had severe mental illness. The department officials estimated that the reductions would reduce the ATF's capacity to regulate the firearms and explosives industry by approximately 40% in the fiscal year starting in November. Even though staff cuts represent 2/3 of the inspection workforce, the cuts are needed to meet the White House's demand that the ATF nearly cut 1/3 from its $1.6 billion budget. Which, that's a really small budget. $1.6 billion in the government ain't shit.
I was gonna say that's a drop in the bucket.
News of the plan came as a shock to a workforce already reeling from months of disruptions. Several frontline agency staff members who spoke on the condition of anonymity for fear of retribution said that the cuts would lead to hundreds of layoffs and effectively end the ATF's role as a serious regulator of gun sales, if they are not reversed by the White House or Congress. These are I will quote, "These are devastating cuts to the law enforcement funding that would undermine the ATF's ability to keep people safe from gun violence." End quotes. Said John Feinblatt, the president of Every Town for Gun Safety, a non-profit advocacy group. Basically the anti-gun people.
Right.
This budget would be a win for unscrupulous gun dealers and a terrible setback for the ATF's state and local law enforcement partners. Also, quote, "The inspection program is already woefully understaffed. A small percentage of the 100,000 or so dealers, collectors, and manufacturers monitored by the ATF are inspected in any given year, and some licensees can go nearly a decade without facing any regulatory scrutiny. The inspections have nonetheless become a target of Republicans who view them as an intrusion into gun rights." The ATF officials, law enforcement groups, and gun control activists see such monitoring as a fundamental safeguard against abuses that have led some retail outlets to become sources for criminals and straw purchasers who are paid to buy guns. A spokesperson for the Justice Department had no comment. Attorney General Pam Bondi had already rolled back a range of Biden-era gun control measures, including a crackdown on federally licensed dealers who falsify business records and skip customer background checks. She also directed the ATF to review 2 other major policies enacted under the Biden administration with an eye towards scrapping both. One is a ban on so-called pistol braces, and the other is a rule requiring background checks on private gun sales. The Bureau responsible for enforcing gun laws and regulating firearms enjoyed a brief reprieve during the Biden administration. It led to a 4-year push to expand background checks on buyers, crack down on, quotes, ghost guns, ooh, curtail the device use of devices that convert standard weapons into machine guns. In April, the ATF's roughly 10,000 employees were handed off from one caretaker, Kash Patel, to another, Daniel Driscoll, the Army's secretary. Driscoll had not been told he was being given the assignment a few days before, or he had been told he'd been given the assignment a few days before and he was not happy with it. So yeah, that's... I'm going to tell you what my prediction for this is going to be, okay? And you'll see why I think this is bad. This administration is going to be relaxed as fuck when it comes to this shit. And what's going to happen is dealers are going to take that for granted. They too are going to be relaxed as fuck when it comes to their paperwork and other shit. One thing leads to another, and they stop giving a shit, right? Like, oh, I don't have to really do this shit, you know, the way I had to before. It's all relaxed now. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with that, okay? Hear me out. A Democrat is going to get elected, and that Democrat is going to be like, I am cracking the fuck down on all this fucking shit. And then what happens? Any of you guys want to guess?
Nothing. Nothing's going to happen.
Well, no, stuff will happen.
Well, I mean, it'll happen, but it'll be like... Honestly, every time a Democrat gets in there, all they want to do is take away guns.
Yeah, well,
try to.
The thing is they're gonna fucking shut dealers down, right? Because there's gonna be all kinds of little bullshit clerical errors and shit because they got relaxed, right?
Oh yeah.
And then they started fucking slipping, and then because of that, they're gonna fucking get shut down. They're gonna get their fucking licenses revoked, and there's going to be less places for people like you and me to buy guns.
Right.
So I don't think that we should be like, I don't think we need to go completely overboard with regulating fucking guns. But I don't think that from a legislative standpoint, I don't think we're at the at the right time to be like the wild fucking West where you can do whatever the fuck you want either.
Right, yeah.
Eventually, I'd love it if we got to that point, but I think that we need to take baby steps there.
I've said for years, once dueling makes a comeback, there'll be a lot less offended people.
So yeah, that's a thing, and that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye out for. I got some more gun news for you, and this affects all of us, except for maybe Crowley. Me and Chad are gonna love this shit. The Short Act. I don't know Illinois' laws on short-barreled guns. The Short Act has been added to the big beautiful bill. It's been added to the Budget Reconciliation Act by none other than my state's Senator fucking Roger Marshall. So, what is the Short Act, some of you guys are asking? I don't know. Maybe I've talked about it, maybe I haven't. I guess I'll just assume that I haven't. Because I honestly didn't think it was gonna make it onto the fucking resolution bill in the first goddamn place. Oh, fuck. The fucking Short Act is a, they're trying to take short-barreled rifles, short-barreled shotguns, and fucking AOWs off of the fucking NFA.
Well, I'm trying to think. You said short barrels. I think for shotguns, the shortest barrel you can have for a shotgun here, or well, I say here in Illinois, I want to say is 18 inches. It used to be. I could be wrong now. I'm sure they've changed it since now.
No, you're right. The shortest barrel for a shotgun that you can have, federally speaking, is 18 inches.
Yep.
Unless you go to Big Daddy government to get a permission slip.
I honestly wouldn't want to shoot a shotgun with a barrel less than 18 inches. I'd rather get kicked in the head by a mule at that point in time. Shit.
Well, okay. Would you like the option?
Not really.
Like, you don't want to fucking shoot a short-barreled shotgun, but what if Chad wants to be able to?
No,
a
that's
pirate
fine. I
knife,
get
you know?
that. Get you a blunderbuss, put a bunch of forks in there, because that's all you could find.
So yeah, so that's pretty cool. I could get the exact language of the act if you want me to. But basically it's gonna make it so that you don't have to fucking you don't have to pay a tax stamp to do shit with short-barreled fucking rifles. So let me now I'd probably fucking bore all of you guys with this legal jargon, but if you want to read it for yourself, it's up there. And it got reintroduced by fucking my senator. So I'm really, as far as gun stuff goes, I'm really fucking proud of my state right now. I really am. And the fucking huh?
That kind of surprises me, because you're in one of them big. You're in a pretty good sized hunting state too.
Yeah. Why does that surprise
Well,
you?
No, never mind. It's a Democrat. I guess no, never mind. It's like, I know it's just like most of these big hunting states, they leave most of the people alone to have guns because they probably know better than to not leave them alone. But apparently your governor don't.
Well, our governor isn't doing anything one way or the other about guns. She's a Democrat, but she's honestly largely more in the middle with how she actually does things.
Well, that's not such a bad thing.
I think she's alright. I don't agree with all of her fucking policies, but for the most part, I'm okay with her. But I am proud of fucking Senator Marshall. And I am proud of our fucking district court judges. Because like a few months ago, one of them was like, oh hey, yeah, you being arrested for possessing a machine gun is unconstitutional. I'm dismissing your case. You're free to go.
Thanks.
Yeah, and because his case was dismissed, that person gets their fucking machine gun back from the cops.
Nice. So here, I've heard, I don't know, maybe you can tell me. I know most people I've talked to is a gray area. I myself call it still a somewhat automatic, but the 3-round burst, is that legal or no?
There's nothing gray about it. It's not a gray area. Like people might think it is. It's most definitely not a gray area. Federal.
Well, I didn't think it was either, but one of the guys, I was like, oh, that's a gray area. I was like, dude, you're still fucking shooting 3 at a time. That's pretty much fully automatic.
Well, federal law defines a machine gun as a weapon capable of firing more than one projectile in succession with one movement of the trigger.
Gotcha.
In fact,
I mean, I can see that. I see that. I do see that, honestly.
let me pull up the exact. Let me pull up the exact definition, okay? Now, this is 26 USC 5845 Section B. For the purposes of the National Firearms Act, the term machine gun means any weapon which shoots, is designed to shoot, or can readily be restored to shoot automatically more than one shot without manual reloading by a single function of the trigger.
Plain as day.
which would make 3-round burst indeed a machine gun.
I was right. He chose not to listen. He wanted to argue, but I was like, shut up, dude.
Yeah, that fucking argument wouldn't hold up in court. because that law, that specific law is written with very little room for misinterpretation there. Now, there are ways around it. There are forced reset triggers and binary triggers, which is a really hair-splitty thing, which is why they were trying to fight those as machine guns for a while. So like, what a binary trigger does, right? When you pull the trigger, it shoots, right? That's a single motion. When you pull the trigger, the fucking hammer drops and it does the thing. Well, on a binary trigger, when you reset the fucking trigger back forward, it shoots again. And that is another movement of the trigger. So you shoot 2 bullets with one trigger pull, but the law doesn't say one trigger pull, it says a function of the trigger.
Right.
And what forced reset triggers do is they have a mechanism in there that when you pull the trigger, it will force the trigger to reset back to the unpulled position, making it so that you can shoot ridiculously fucking fast.
So it's kind of like on the double action, basically. Kind of.
No, not really. It's sort of like a less ugly take on the bump stock.
Oh, I got you.
So, if you want to get even further down that rabbit hole for the purposes of the National Firearms Act, and you can timestamp this part of the stream to show your friend. I am a hardcore fucking gun guy. This is not legal advice, okay? I'm not a fucking lawyer. I am legit fucking reading the law right here on the ATF website. Any weapon which shoots, is designed to shoot, or can be readily restored to shoot automatically more than one shot without manually reloading by a single function of the trigger, or the frame or receiver of any such weapon. So like if you have a fucking M16 lower receiver and you have the third hole drilled in that motherfucker, that's a machine gun, even if you don't have anything else going with it. Any part designed and intended solely and exclusively, or a combination of parts designed and intended for converting a weapon into a machine gun, or any combination of parts from which a machine gun can be assembled if such parts are in the possession and under the control of a person. So, not only can you not have an M16, you also, like an M16 receiver, you also cannot have the little bitty bits that go in the third hole. Like you can't have the auto sear. And you know, you can't have that shit. So, the closest you're gonna get to a machine gun without damn near the price of a house or a nice car or licensing like what I'm trying to get, you can't have that shit.
Right. I don't want it. That's just more headache and bullshit that's gonna happen. Oh, you have something you shouldn't have. Bye. Here we go.
So, you are indeed correct. Your friend is indeed incorrect. And since I'm such a fucking nice guy, I'm gonna send you the link.
Nice. Send it to him and say, shut up.
There's a lot of people who talk a lot about guns and they don't know dick.
I mean, I know quite a bit, but if I don't know something, that I'm not saying I know everything. I'm not afraid to ask a question either. Instead of, you can do that. No, you can't.
I'm in a rather interesting predicament on the subject of gun shit. Very interesting predicament indeed. I may need a lawyer. So, the people who I've been paying rent to, for the intents and purposes, we will call them my landlords.
Oh no, not again.
Oh shit.
No. I've had a lot of drama with them. I've had a lot of fucking drama with them. And the drama with them is what got the fucking Kekfest canceled last week. But we'll get into that later. They are buying the property that I am renting under contract from the people who own the Chinese restaurant. So when you go to look them up on the Registrar of Deeds, when you go to look them up on the Registrar of Deeds, they don't their name doesn't show up.
That's kind of fishy.
Sketchy, maybe.
So I called the ATF on Monday or Tuesday or no Monday. I called them up and I'm like, hey, like y'all said I'd have my license by now. Like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, well, we can't figure out who actually owns your place. Actually, according to the Register of Deeds, your place doesn't even exist because they haven't updated it yet.
What the fuck? And you've been there how many? 2, 3, 4 years? 5 years?
No.
I've been there long enough.
Then your shit. So you're paying rent to a ghost account. Someone's getting rich.
So I went and this pissed me off. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure this out. So I call the fucking code enforcement guy and then have him get a hold of the ATF. Meanwhile, I'm doing all this fucking skip tracing and trying to figure out who actually owns this fucking property. Oh,
you know, I was gonna say, how can they have no identification of proper when like their dude was there? You gave him dinner.
Well, yeah, he knows that it physically exists. And he's the guy.
But the property doesn't exist.
He's the guy that I've been talking to. But what happened was, it's actually multiple fucking it's multiple buildings on one fucking parcel of land.
How the hell does that work?
Well, it works when they.
Well, I guess if it's all on this plot of land, but I'm guessing it's not. They're not all on the same plot of land.
No, they are. They're all on the same plot of land.
Oh.
So, I'm trying to illustrate this in a way for fucking, for people who aren't even watching YouTube, but just listening to this bullshit in the background. I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want to paint this picture, for them, for those people. What's up, Truman? And what's up, Birdman? Fuck, I didn't even see those comments. I feel like a dick now. Alright, that's besides the point. I am a dick. I don't just feel like a dick. Sorry, guys. Okay, you got Main Street that's going, like, north and south, right?
Alright.
And the front of the building is on Main Street. And it's like 101 fucking South Main is the address of the whole fucking parcel. The Chinese restaurant is on Garand Street. My shop is on Garand Street. But they exist on a parcel that is 101 fucking North Main. Do you see the problem?
That don't make no damn sense at all. Yeah, that don't make no damn sense at all. I mean, yeah, I see the problem. So what the fuck?
So, the city's code enforcement people have like, well, these are the addresses of this place. Like, they've come through and they've approved the addresses and everything. But nothing ever got updated with the county fucking tax appraiser.
That's pretty fucked up.
Right? I wonder what the fucking, I wonder what the property's worth.
$20.
According to Move To, the property's worth 1.3 million.
Damn.
I don't think anybody's getting no 1.3 million for it.
Right. And the Chinese restaurant ain't gonna sell for that. Oh, we need more.
Oh, it would sell for way less.
Right. Well, then again, they probably better out on a fuck it, sell it. We can retire.
Well, what I found out is that the people who I am paying rent to are buying it from them on a rent-to-own basis.
Oh shit.
So it's like under contract, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck to do right now.
Right. No shit.
Because
That's a major wrench in the gear.
Because the fucking ATF wants a signature from the people who own the property according to the county.
Right.
And, well, that's problematic. For a lot of reasons. So, yeah. I have figured out who owns the property. I have figured out who owns the LLC that owns the property. I have figured out where that person lives.
Hell yeah.
Now I just need to get time to fucking deal with them.
Listen, I'm not here for tea and crumpets.
The other side of the fucking coin, we got landlord drama with my apartment. So the roof in the back needs to be redone, which is not my problem. It doesn't affect me. Other than part of that roof is my porch. But what happens is they get water coming down from the fucking rain, right? And it accumulates, and then it leaks through the fucking roof, leaks down onto ceiling tiles and shit below. One thing leads to another, and water just has a tendency to, you know, fuck properties up.
Oh yeah.
So they're having like a smell from like water damage.
Make sure you don't get that black mold. That shit'll fucking kill you.
Well, it's not me, it's whoever's downstairs.
Yeah.
But they got water damage.
But that shit can still spread though too, for sure. I know that for a fact. Unfortunately, I used to live in a place upstairs in an apartment that they had black mold, and that shit spread up through the ceiling and into the walls and into my shit. I was like, I'm out. I'm not even fucking paying you rent anymore.
They got well, they're trying to fucking blame my cats.
For water damage?
For the smell that is being caused by the water damage.
Have they ever smelled a cat before? No, I'm just saying water damage is pretty. You smell stagnant water damage. You know it's water damage, and there ain't no animal smell to it.
Yeah, well, it's an easy thing to blame, so they're trying to.
Oh yeah. What are they gonna do? Blame your spiders too?
They don't know my spiders exist yet. So anyways, they wanted to do an inspection on fucking Thursday.
Did that just become a horror movie? Downstairs neighbors and spiders?
They wanted to inspect the place. So like you do, anytime your landlord comes to inspect the place, you gotta fucking clean it.
Right.
Like, that's just what you do. And I had 24 hours notice.
Damn.
So I had to clean it like right now.
Right.
And that's why I couldn't stream. Because I had been notified fucking an hour before the stream.
So I've just went Navy boot camp and started scrubbing every fucking thing.
Oh, I mean, the house is pretty damn clean now.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie. I do my best cleaning about 20 minutes before company comes in.
I don't clean for company. I don't really want people in my house. I'm not gonna fucking clean up for them. But I don't either.
Most of them know me.
I am cleaning up for the landlord because they're coming in to inspect the condition of the property, and if it's clean, it's easier for them to fucking see that it is, you know, like I'm not punching holes in the wall and shit.
Right, definitely.
And then they will go on about their fucking day, and I'll go on about mine. So that's what was going down. Now, we're gonna fucking try to segue. Okay, so there was some stuff that was gonna get aired out last week. Chad had a special topic in mind.
I did.
Is that topic still relevant?
I don't remember what that topic was.
A certain streamer.
Oh, yes.
Just the way he perks up. Okay.
I forgot what you were talking about at first.
No, I was talking about
you were talking about a first player situation.
A player one, I think his name was.
That's where I was going with the whole first player.
That apparently he's a chomo.
Apparently, yeah. He's been writing English papers because he's apparently got some essays, if you know what I mean.
So here's a question about this. Before we completely fucking put this man on blast, I gotta ask, in the interest of brevity, has he been convicted of anything?
Apparently that's his record. Yeah, he's a registered. Well, he's not registered where he's living now. We'll get to that later.
It's like 07 or some shit like that.
They not like us. They not like us.
That was the first thing. I started calling him Drake as soon as I saw.
Say Drake.
Date convicted January 16th, 2007, Michigan, St. Joseph County, 45th Circuit Court, St. Joseph, count 1, attempted no. Criminal sexual contact, 4th degree, victim between 13 and 15 years old. 750.520E 1A-A.
Okay, so have you gotten any of the notes from that case?
No.
Oh.
This was kind of dropped in our lap, and I haven't looked, too much more into it. I saw what it said and said, well, that tells me all I need to know about him.
Well,
see, it says, but it also says, as of January 1st, he lives in Michigan. He's been at his girlfriend's house in Wisconsin since last May.
Yeah.
Since last May.
Do you legally have to register in Michigan?
I think I think as long as
Let's see.
yes.
Let's look this
Even
up.
I think even if you move out of state, I think you still have to register as a MAP. They're not. They're called MAP now.
Well,
Apparently.
fucking chomos ain't people. Why don't we just go ahead and snitch on them?
Well,
You can't really snitch. Well, that's a bad way of saying it.
Yes,
You can't really
they are
snitch on a
required
chomo.
in. They are required in Wisconsin.
Okay. And you can't really snitch on a fucking chomo. So, like, I don't know. We'll have to rephrase it. How about we go to an authority figure? Yeah, I don't.
but he's been to other friends of ours that are streamers. He's been to their houses, their own kids, and that's what's unsettling with me. Several other streamer friends of me and Ched's.
Okay.
He's like been at their houses overnight, and it's like they didn't know. Had you known, it's like had I known, he would have never fucking stepped foot.
I was gonna say, does the rest of the community know now?
Oh yeah,
They do now.
oh,
They
it's
do
been
now.
broadcast,
The whole
my friend.
fucking
Yeah, he's
streaming
been,
network
He's been
knows.
perm banned from Facebook.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
So he's.
Well, it even says
course, the
it
top
even
doesn't
says
care.
that Facebook. If you're one of those, you can't even stream if you're one of them. And
You
yet he
can't-
was
you're not
streaming for
supposed to be on
several
social
years.
media, period.
Yeah.
Was he monetized?
Yeah.
They should sue
Yeah.
him. They should go after him legally. At
Yeah, I
least
don't.
I would if I was them. They should get all litigious. What a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wasn't
It's
really.
like, I felt gross because I considered this guy one of my close friends. You know, I've hung out with him before.
I've
Just
seen
so
him.
gross.
I've seen him around, but I've always been indifferent.
Yeah.
He's never really. He's never really done anything to me, and he's never really gotten my attention in any one way or another. So I've never really given a shit.
I had heard that lately he was talking some shit about certain people, and he was talking shit about a certain friend of mine's family, and somebody who he won't tell me who, which that's fine, you know, it's not really my business, but somebody allegedly pulled this shit up and sent it to him and said, hey, that fucker wants to talk about you, start talking back, and they sent him the information.
Well, I'm trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate chomos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll never have a safe space here. That's for sure.
No.
Let's see. We don't have any. We don't have any local beat stuff. Any update on our fucking escaped prisoners?
Still on the run, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
They gone.
That's
No, one of them still.
And
They
it-
think one of them's still in Louisiana,
You stupid fucker.
but the other one's gone.
I'm sorry, if I break out of a prison, I'm not gonna stick around in the same fucking state. Sorry, you'll never see me again. I love you, love my family, but bye. I'll send you a postcard.
like all you guys are great. If I break out of prison, I'm probably not talking to any of y'all again, at least not publicly.
No, I'm not either. No, I'm Ghost.
Like,
I don't exist.
straight up, if I do talk to you guys, it'll be under a different name in like fucking code.
and you won't even know it's me.
Right.
No,
Right, yeah.
no, you'd have an idea that it's me.
I would be gone. I would be a ghost. I would be a figment of the world's imagination.
If I was reaching out to you after that, it would be because I specifically want to,
Yeah.
and I would want you
Or
to
need
know,
to.
and I would want you to know it's me. I might fucking need something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
I might need the homies to come through somehow. That being said, I would not be fucking like y'all would never see me on another live stream again for at least 10 years.
No.
Like I would have to be pretty sure that motherfuckers have forgotten that I exist, or they think that I'm dead or whatever before I'm getting on a fucking stream. Or I would have to be somewhere where it is not worth the trouble to come get me, like fucking Russia.
Right. Switzerland. They're neutral. Go to Switzerland.
I don't want to go to fucking Switzerland.
Is it Switzerland or Sweden? Which country is neutral? I think it's Switzerland.
Did any of that shit work out for the Pirate Bay guy? No,
Probably not.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Well, they arrested in Iran.
Julian
illegal
Assange or whatever.
Mississippi right next door.
Do
And
what?
then today they arrested an illegal Iran man that apparently was plotting some shit in Mississippi, which is right next door to us. And then I found out today that they arrested 2 LSU students, which is our local college in Baton Rouge. They were from Iran. Like
Damn.
vanilla ice is really running through the state.
Sleepers.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that we should be arresting people just because they're from Iran. Like, I don't know. I'd like to see that we got more proof than that they're doing something. Because the thing is, right, is we did something very similar to that back in World War II. And we arrested a shitload of Japanese people and threw them into concentration camps.
That just wanted to get out of Japan.
Yeah. So now if they know, if they can prove that these people were a sleeper cell and they were doing this and they were doing that, dude, fucking throw away the goddamn key, fucking put them out in front of an execution squad, what the fuck ever, fuck them. I no longer care about them. But if they're minding their own fucking business, we should leave them alone.
Yeah. I agree with that. I don't know
Well,
what the
that's
story
like-
was behind the 2 students. They said the other dude was plotting some shit.
Well, that's like up until 79, Iran was fucking straight up peace. Leave me alone. We'll leave you alone. I'll be your ally. And then all the communist bullshit started, whatever. Hussein, well, probably before Hussein, but
Well, Hussein was Iraq.
Iraq.
no, that was Iraq. Yeah, right.
So this conflict with Israel this conflict between Israel and Iran started like a couple weeks ago. And Israel was completely fucking dicking Iran down this whole time.
Yeah.
Like, just completely fucking shitting on them. And Trump was just kind of sitting back like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do anything. I might do something. I might not do anything. I don't know what I want to do. And then he fucking, this weekend, launched fucking Operation Midnight Hammer. And he reiterated with that operation what I try to fucking tell people who listen to me, and that is that the B-2 bomber is like the greatest aircraft in the fucking U.S. arsenal.
Oh, yeah. Spirit? Fuck yeah.
Bar none.
They can fly there and back and still have a quarter tank of fuel.
Nah, they had to refuel a bunch along the way. I don't know why they didn't use the ones that were closer. They're like, oh, fuck that. We're gonna send planes out from Missouri.
No, that's the only. I think that's the only place that has them. Honestly, last I knew, I could be wrong now. Maybe not now, but there for the longest time, that's the only place they were at Scott Air Force Base.
No, they've had some elsewhere too. And we've even kept a couple in the fucking Middle Eastern theater. I don't know why we wouldn't have just, used that shit.
Right.
But they went ahead and fucking did it, and they bombed the Iranian fucking sites, while at the same time they incorporated my other favorite weapon in the United States military arsenal. And that is a fucking ballistic missile submarine.
Yeah, my nephew's on one of those.
And they shot like a bajillion fucking tomahawks at a different fucking site. And all these bombs were going off at the same time because they timed the fucking evolution. They timed the fucking operation, and Iran had no fucking idea what hit them.
Well, that's like when Israel did that first bomb a couple weeks ago. That was on a nuclear site that was like almost 85% capable of launching a nuke, something like that.
Something like that.
I was like,
I mean, I don't blame.
I guess if you're gonna launch a missile, you might as well hit the fucking heart of the mission.
So, they launched Operation Midnight Hammer, and they took out fucking, they took out the big fucking site with like a bunch of fucking massive ordnance fucking bunker busters. Massive Ordnance Airburst, I think, is what it stands for. They fucking took out. They took out the one site with Moabs, and they took out two other sites with fucking cruise with fucking Tomahawk missiles from an Ohio class fucking submarine. The jury's out if that worked or not. The people on the Republican side say that it was a phenomenal fucking attack, and Iran got completely fucking obliterated, and they'll never have a nuke again, and this and that and this and that. Insert whatever rhetoric you choose, like believing on any given day. And then
but I did. Go ahead.
And then fucking the Democrats are the complete opposite. What the fuck is this fucking noise? Now I got some background noise.
Not on this end.
No, it's like something playing from some... Oh, I fucking updated Warframe and it was playing like some...
I was gonna say, I don't hear anything.
So the fucking Democrats are saying that, the Democrats are saying that the attack didn't work at all.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, I heard that.
I beg to differ.
Show us some pictures. Fucking Iran.
Well, here's the thing, that when Iran retaliate when they hit Qatar or whatever, that they like gave them a heads up they gave them a heads up so they could get all the civilians out, so no one would get injured or killed, because Iran knew what would happen if any civilians got injured or hurt. There'd be a fucking glass plate right now.
Yeah, well, that whole thing, I think, no.
That was a media thing for them.
I disagree with that. I think that whole thing was a fucking a show.
Yeah, they did that for their own people.
No, yeah, no, I was just saying that, but I was just, Americans were in there and they got injured and or killed, and so yeah, you lose.
So yeah.
But you got to think though. You got to sit back, grab a cold drink, and sit back and think. If the whole world's telling me to stop being a dick, except for North Korea, China, and Russia, am I being a dick?
Probably. But North Korea, Russia, and China's opinions don't really individually matter.
No.
Russia's too busy with Ukraine to fucking fuck with you if you're Iran. And on the flip side, China is too busy dicking with Taiwan. Like, nobody's got time for fucking Iran.
You started it.
Except for us, because we've got fucking time for everybody.
Apparently.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter to us.
I did see a reel, more than one, 3 or 4 reels a couple days ago that ICE wouldn't let the Democrats into the courtrooms. They were like kicking them out of the courtrooms. It was like, I don't remember the dude's name. He was about as big around as a Homer Simpson donut.
Was it the courtrooms or the detention centers?
Both.
Because I heard that about the detention centers.
No, the ones I saw was in the courtrooms. It's like,
okay.
Pelosi was one of them. She's like, you know who I am? And he said, I don't give a fuck who you are. You're not allowed in here. Slam the door right in her face.
Dude, if it's the fucking courtrooms, I'm not entirely sure I agree with that.
It might not have been the courtroom. I don't remember. I said courtroom, but that could be wrong. But yeah, Pelosi was all drunk and drugged up. She was one of them. She's like, you know who I am? I don't give a fuck who you are. And slam the door in her face. You're not allowed in here.
I'd love to see Nancy Pelosi get hit with pepper spray.
I do too. That would be amazing.
That would be fucking hilarious, dude. It would be the greatest
as many
thing
drugs
ever.
as she's done, it wouldn't probably phase her. Hit me again.
It'd be fucking amazing.
I would laugh. Put that shit on pay-per-view.
Dude, I really so badly want to see her get pepper sprayed. And fucking pile drive to the ground by cops.
That would be amazing.
Fucking George Floyd her ass. Somehow I get the impression, I have a hunch that nobody's gonna protest if that were to happen.
Hell no.
I think that I can safely
I'd be the first
say,
one in line with the big sign, burn the witch.
I think I can safely say that people would fucking just love to see her just fuck off.
Even people in California want to see her and fuck off. I got a lot of friends in California. Fuck that bitch.
Dude, the people that I associate with, that I personally like from her party, fucking hate her. All right, I'm trying to think of what other. I'm trying.
I didn't like her to be. Go ahead.
I'm trying to think of what all other burning fucking world events we got going on. or what other we got to cover? Well, I have one more company on the list of companies that I am probably not doing business with in the firearms industry. From a resale standpoint. It's a company, it's another company that I also like. Like, I really like their products and I really like what they're doing. And I'm really hyped for a lot of the shit they do. You know, so I'm not telling people like, oh, don't go to this, they're a bad fucking company. I'm just like, hey, I'm not gonna do business with them because the reps are fucking dicks.
Right.
Or at least the guy who I have as a rep is a fucking dick. So I'm just saying it, and if they don't like it, they can give me a new fucking rep, and maybe I will reevaluate my position. But Palmetto State Armory, I fucking love them. They make just awesome fucking guns at prices that normal people can afford. Get yourself into an AR-15 for like $400. It's great.
Oh yeah.
And I think anything that makes the gun hobby more accessible for people, I'm here for. So I don't want to diminish from that because I really enjoy and I really appreciate what they do. Now for the juicy part that y'all are waiting for. Their rep does not respond, not just in a their rep doesn't respond to emails. At all.
Oh, damn.
At all. The guy who's supposed to be my rep does not respond to emails. I went last week and tried to fucking order something for somebody. And it's like, I don't know, I figured maybe that trying to fucking, like, that wouldn't be so much to fucking ask, right? Hey, how much can you get me this for? Oh, I can get it to you for this price. Okay, fucking do it. Like, that's how that transaction is supposed to go.
Right.
I got a few other fucking companies, right? I call them up, I'm like, hey, yeah, fucking Andy, yeah, I want a Hollow Sun. Can you get me a Hollow Sun? Yeah, I got you your Hollow Sun. Where do you want me to send it? This address? Alright, bet. Thanks, your payment's processed, have a good day. It's that fucking easy. Right? If the guy had replied, no, I can't get you this, or, well, you have to have a minimum order of this or that, or what, like, if the guy had replied in any sort of way whatsoever, I would have been okay. I would have been alright. Wouldn't have fucking bothered me none. But I don't get emails at all when I send them emails. And like, maybe I have a dealer account set up through them, maybe I don't. They never told me. Like, I went through the process, I sent them my fucking EIN, I sent them my retail sales certificate, I sent them my fucking articles of organization, I sent them my fucking BOI shit. Like, I have a whole menagerie of things that legitimizes me as a business. And not like some schmuck that's trying to get whatever the fuck from them. So like, why can't you answer an email, PSA, huh? Why? I mean,
What are you
Fuck it.
supposed to do? Set up a lunch date?
I've sent like 3 fucking emails. Like, what do I gotta order you a fucking pizza now? Like, just say yes or no.
Yeah, that's kind of shit. That's not even kind of. That's real shitty.
So, I mean, I don't know. If they want to try to fucking make up for it, I might, you know, offer them a chance to do that. But as it sits right now, you know, I love their products. Like, I'm not sitting here trying to fucking bag on them as a company. Like a lot of people do. A lot of people like to talk a lot of shit about Palmetto State Armory because they're like one of the cheapest fucking gun companies in the industry. But I don't know. I've got a Palmetto State Armory upper with like 2,000 rounds through it, and I've never had issues with it.
Oh yeah.
So that tells me that that's a pretty good fucking thing, and I'm okay with it. So I don't know what the fuck, but they don't write, they don't call. Like, I've had my other distributors, like, I will put something on my wish list, right? And then I'll sometimes forget that I even put it on there. Like, this will be a situation of fucking Chad being like, yeah, man, I want this fucking thing, right? And then I just put it on my wish list if it's out of stock. So that I'll get a notification in my email so I can be like, hey, Chad, my guy has got the fucking MacGuffin. You want me to order it or did you get it somewhere else?
Gotcha.
So, anyways, this dude will fucking call me. Hey, man, I got good news for you. I got the thing you want. We can get it ordered right now if you want it. Alright, cool. So, yeah, they're kind of... Palmetto State Armory is kind of fucking themselves over with that. Because outside of what I'm saying here, I'm a huge fucking advocate over the shit they're doing. Like, the shit they do fucking excites me. Like, I could spend hours looking at their website, right? They got, I'm trying to find, sometimes I have to look around for it. They own Harrington and Richardson. Or Harrington and Richards. H&R. Like,
I got you. Yeah.
The AR-15 company, they own H&R.
I got you.
And they've brought H&R back.
It used to be, was it HR Conk or something like that?
No, it's Harrington. It's Harrington and Richardson.
Well, because there was okay, I'm thinking of something different then. Never mind.
And they fucking, dude, they're Harrington and Richardson guns. Just like I'm looking right now at a fucking gun they have that I really, really want. Like, I want this thing fucking badly, dude. The fucking Department of Energy 9mm fucking AR-15.
Damn.
It used to be a really fucking rare gun. Until they, you know, got the fucking tooling from H&R when they bought H&R out and started remaking all this shit.
Just use what's there. Hell yeah, I would too.
So you have these fucking retro fucking old style AR shit. And maybe it's fucking being a fucking 90s boy and seeing all this shit in the movies seeing the fucking DEA fucking raid bitches with 9mm carbines and shit that are AR-15s, like, or all the Vietnam War movies I've watched and shit like that. I don't know. But it's a vibe, and I really like it and appreciate it. So, I'm not trying to shit on them when I say that, but from a retailer standpoint, they are an absolutely shitty company to do business with. Let's see, they make other products that excite me too, like the Palmetto State Armory Rock. I don't know if I've ever talked about that before, but that gun is really fucking cool. It takes the fucking 5.7mm bullet. You know, the cop killer. Like the one that shoots through body armor, or allegedly shoots through body armor. I think most modern body armor would block what civilians can get their hands on with it, but that's besides the point. It's a fucking awesome gun, okay? Holds 23 shots in the magazine. Pistol. And because it's a 5.7, you can screw a 22 caliber suppressor on it and have it work. Like, everything about it is cool. I'd like to sell them to my customers, but I can't. Because they won't sell me one. Because they won't
I've heard of
answer,
the 5.7s, but go ahead.
because they won't answer their fucking email. Or
Now, I was just gonna say I've heard a lot of the 5.7 stuff, but I've never done any research on any of it.
you can get a Palmetto State, if you want to shoot 5.7, like the bullet, you can get a Palmetto State Armory Rock for like $500.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, dude, a couple of range days will cost more than the fucking gun.
I'll bet.
Because 5.7 ammo is at about 50 to 75 cents a shot.
Damn.
And you get a 23 round mag. So,
Yeah, quick question.
yeah?
What comes in?
Get up a little bit.
Do it?
What are your thoughts on this new fucking mayor coming to New York?
Oh, I don't know about... I don't
The
know.
radical Muslim from fucking Africa. Zoran Mamdani is going to be fucking mayor of New York. They asked him, they said, what would you say about Netanyahu? He literally came out and said, as mayor, I would have Netanyahu arrested if he came to New York.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, I've never heard of this guy to be the mayor. I never heard of him. What crime would he have Netanyahu arrested for?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
That'd be great.
I don't even know who that is.
What,
Who?
Netanyahu?
Yeah.
He's he's the guy in charge of Israel.
Oh.
I don't,
got
you know
you.
what? I don't got anything against Netanyahu. I just think him getting arrested would be great because of the international incident it would cause. Like, I don't give a fuck about Israel, to be honest with you. Fuck Israel. We could wipe that place. Could get wiped off the fucking planet by Iran, and I wouldn't give a shit. My only problem with Iran is that I don't want them shooting nukes. As far as I'm concerned, they could go to Israel and wipe the fucking place out. Because unless my
Fucking threat against fucking Joe Rogan.
I haven't heard of that either.
I think it would be funny because I say fucking let Joe Rogan handle it. He's a fucking black belt in jiu-jitsu. This could be interesting.
Okay, well,
And this guy looks like a crackhead.
Yeah, but your fucking belt won't protect you from a high point.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you spent 20 years training in martial arts to get fucking domed by a meth head with a high point.
With a plastic gun.
Dude, I want to
Fucking
get
mosquito.
I want to get a high point. Well, I don't know. I got one. I want one of the newer ones.
I just don't want a dog that I don't want a gun that my dog can use as a chew toy.
I want the yeet cannon. High Point came out and let the internet vote on what the name of its next gun was going to be.
A yeet cannon. That sounds fun.
And I don't think your dog would want to chew on a High Point.
I should probably rather chew on a Glock. Nothing. Nothing at all. I was waiting for it and he didn't say anything.
Glock's a decent fucking gun, but...
No, I always say that because Chad's got one. I always give him shit about it.
I've been toying around with, I've been toying around with the idea of bringing the 40 caliber back out. I have this Glock, I think it's a 23.
That's what I have.
That shoots 40 caliber. I think it holds like 12 or 13 bullets or something. I have not touched this gun in like 5 years.
13, one in the chamber.
I have not touched this gun in like 5 years. Maybe 6. Like, I haven't even really looked at it in that amount of time.
One of my cousins had a Smith & Wesson 40. I liked it. It was just so fucking heavy though.
Well, I'm thinking about bringing it back.
And
I'm thinking about bringing mine back out.
I'll say it was more back heavy, I guess. It was more butt heavy than barrel heavy, but it was just so fucking heavy though. I didn't need to shoot you, I just hit you in the head with it.
I've been thinking about bringing mine back out, dude. I've been really considering it. I don't really like 40 caliber, but I'm wondering how well it does suppressed.
Might do really well.
It might. I don't know. Like,
can't do any worse.
I've never seen anybody shoot a suppressed 40. And I've personally never done it myself. I've never shot a suppressed 40. So, I don't really know. But I've been thinking about it. And there's a Glock at the fucking gun store that I keep eyeballing every time I go there. Mainly because of the price. It's a Glock, I think it's a 27. It's like the small version of the 40 caliber. Like the tiny, tiny one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh. It might be interesting to see how that thing performs. I'm not sure how it will perform. I got no way of knowing. Part of me thinks that it might not perform very good suppressed.
Might be the best thing ever.
Well, it's a 3-inch barrel, maybe 2.5.
Oh,
So there's gonna be a lot of fucking unburnt fucking powder coming out of the end of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But who knows? Because I know that from a gunpowder standpoint, the 40 caliber is a pretty clean round. So I don't know. I might be interested enough to give it a chance.
Gonna say, ain't but one way to find out.
That's true. I might be interested enough to give it a chance. Anyways, they got this fucking Glock 27, I think it is, for like $350. And I think part of that, like right now, all of the 40 caliber stuff is really cheap. It's really cheap. Like, you practically can't give that shit away. Nobody fucking wants it. Like, if you go in, if you go in right now to sell your 40 caliber to a gun dealer, he's not gonna give you a good price on it because nobody's fucking buying them.
How many rounds? They still call them bricks? We used to go by pistol rounds and call them like 100 or 50 in a brick. I don't know what they call them anymore. They still call them bricks, but just like the box, it'd be. I don't know. We used to call them bricks. I don't know what anyone else called them, but
yeah, I mean a brick or a box, yeah. Fuck, the price isn't. The price of it isn't even bad, dude. It's fucking like $14 for a box. Well, that's a box of 20. And that's hollow points. Let me find some bulk shit. PMC bronze, fucking full metal jacket, 165 grains, $16, a box of 50.
That ain't bad. Shit, that's cheap as hell.
Yeah, like I remember a time when it was quite a bit more than that. And to me, it seems like they're practically giving this shit away. They're like,
because nobody wants it.
Get rid of all this fucking 40 cal. Like, well, the gun community has like an attitude that I don't think they should. Dude, the gun community is like women with shoes and fashion. They're like, oh, this is the next new hot thing. Fuck that old thing.
Right.
Like, oh, 40 caliber is fucking garbage. It fucking sucks. Like, no, it's not garbage. It is still a very effective round. So, I mean, I've dissed 40 caliber quite a bit. I have my issues with it, but I would never tell somebody not to fucking defend themselves. Oh, 40 cal is fucking, don't use that. Fucking, everybody's using 9mm nowadays. This is what you need. I'm like, man, fuck it. You got a 40 caliber, fucking use it. You know?
I got a 12 gauge, whether there's a shell in it or not. When you hear that fucker forearm rack, you're either gonna piss your pants or die, one or the other.
Well, I guess I'm not that fucking old-fashioned. You're not gonna hear any racking. You're not gonna hear.
Oh no, not mine either. Mine's already racked.
You're not gonna hear any racking. If you hear anything at all, it's gonna be a loud bang.
I have a flashbang and a pair of nunchucks. Cowabunga it is.
I got a few shotguns, but the one I've been keeping by the bedside lately is just an old hunting shotgun. I don't give a fuck. I got that and I got an AR-15.
A buddy of mine in where did he live at that time? I want to say Georgia, like Atlanta. He had a
Georgia?
12 gauge. He it's like outside of Atlanta, but in his 12 gauge he had rock salt instead of buckshot.
That's stupid.
No, they felt it twice. They felt the burn going in, and then they felt the burn pulling, and then the salt in the wound. Guess who never broke into his house again?
Yeah.
Anybody? Nobody.
Yeah. You want to know what else? You want to know what else could have fucking? You know what other results you could have got?
A lot.
Nobody'd fucking break into your house again either if you put a fucking load of double-aught buck in their chest.
Not wrong. At all.
They'd be like, alright, this motherfucker has a gun and he ain't fucking around. Like, maybe we'll leave him alone. But the problem the problem in being in a neighborhood like that and using buckshot, not buckshot, using fucking rock salt, is that rock salt doesn't work on fucking crackheads.
No, not wrong.
Right?
See, one of the houses I used to live in, I had a big 4x8 sheet of plywood and I had it spray painted. Said, "This house protected by gods and guns. Show up on one and you'll meet them both." Well, I had a state trooper stop and tell me I couldn't use that. I couldn't have that out, so I flipped it over. On the other side, it said, "Trespassers will be shot. Survivors will be shot again." He just shook his head and walked away.
Yeah, you want to know what's stupid about that? Now you've just advertised to the guy breaking into your house that you have a gun. Nah, I mean, maybe I shouldn't speak for other criminals, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do if I'm a criminal. I'm gonna wait until you go to work, and then I'm gonna steal your fucking gun.
If you can get past the dogs I had at that point in time, if you can get past them, I had a couple German Shepherds.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a big deal. Fucking introduce him to my 9mm. Pow, pow, woo! And then the other dog will probably fuck right off after that.
Probably. She was a little bitch.
And then that's when I go and I check around your fucking room for guns that you probably in all likelihood didn't put away, and take that shit and leave. So now not only do you got no guns, at least as far as the ones you left out go, but now you also got a dead dog on your living room floor. And you or your wife or your kids or who the fuck ever is gonna come home and that's gonna be the first thing they see.
John Wick.
So that dude, I'm just talking about it from the standpoint of a realistic fucking criminal type scene. This is a type of shit that happens all over the country all the fucking time, because people think that a burglar is gonna give a shit about, like, dude, you'll see these guys going around with bumper stickers on their fucking cars, like, oh, Second Amendment, fucking Molin Labe, fucking Punisher sticker, what the fuck have you, right? All these fucking, you go to the gun show and you get these fucking stickers and you put them on your car. You got the Smith & Wesson, you got fucking this and that. Thanks. You just told me that your car is a fucking loot drop.
Right.
Like, dude, if you really want to fucking be like safe, dude. Like, don't be rocking any bumper stickers or anything at all.
Oh, hell no.
Have the outside of your house looking generic as fuck.
And it does.
Maybe the closest I'd get to like a no trespassing type that what you're gonna be shot is I'd just put a fucking beware of dogs sign in my fucking front window. Do I got a dog?
Well,
no.
I've got a no soliciting sign in my window right now, and that don't stop them motherfuckers.
No, but a fucking beware a dog sign might stop a fucking burglar. It might not. Nah, my suggestion about solicitors is to introduce them to your weird fetishes.
Well, see, here's the thing. Okay, you said that. I kind of got a couple weeks ago. I was coming out because I had a bunch of white rock for where my boat sits. A bunch more. My neighbors had it. I moved it, whatever, spreading it out. I walk out the front door with a shovel, and this cat walks up the drive, and it's like, "What?" And it's like, "Oh, we're going door to door for pest control." I look at him, look at my shovel, look back at him, and say, "I think I got it under control." He couldn't get out the driveway quick enough.
Dude, all I'm saying is, like, go on to, like, some fucking, like, BDSM website or something and find all the fucking weird fetishes, right? Like, and that's when you just start talking to them about them, right? You're like, man, it's some nice feet you got there, like.
Well, I did a couple years ago. I had Jehovah's Witnesses knock on the door, and I just got out of the shower, so I had shorts on, didn't have a shirt on yet, tattoos all over, Grim Reaper. I got the Grim Reaper on my left shoulder, wrapped in American flag. It's like, answered the door. It's like, looked around and said, "Y'all here for the orgy?" No, what? No, yeah, you gotta go. Bye.
Come on, no, you're here for the orgy. If they don't know what they're saying, they're like, "Come on in, come on, hurry up, man. I'm trying to get this shit started." The fuck, dude? Did you bring the fucking Cheetos or not? What? You didn't bring Cheetos? How the fuck am I gonna how the fuck am I gonna lick Cheeto dust off of her tits if you didn't bring any fucking Cheetos? The fuck out of here and give me some fucking Cheetos, you jackass. That's the type of shit I'll do. Like,
at this point in time, at 46 years, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna embarrass your ass.
I'm like, how are you gonna suck?
If I can.
How are you gonna suck Cheeto dust off my dick if we ain't got no Cheetos?
The only time I was nice is I had 3 sisters training to be nuns or whatever show up at the house. I was like, oh fuck, come on, I gotta be nice. I can't do this right now.
Oh, well, yeah, you're better than me, because I'd fucking,
I mean,
I'd do it.
I was going to, and it's like, oh, we're sisters. So it's like, hey, not, look, none of you look alike. It's like, oh, no. Then they started like, oh, sisters. Yeah, sorry, not here.
And be like, oh, your sisters, huh? Can you guys, like, overlook that for the next 15 minutes, or what?
Open the door, Slayer's rain and blood's blurring.
like, dude, like, I'm saying 15 minutes. I probably only need, like, 4 or 5.
Right?
Like, we could just get the deed done if y'all don't want to, like, waste time. Like, I mean, it won't offend me none.
You're still a sister, you're not a nun yet. And this is why I'm going to hell.
Wow.
This is part of the reason.
There's a possibility we're already there.
Well, you're not wrong.
But yeah, like, just, fetishes. I don't know. Ask them about the latest iteration of ass blasters. Where they chug fucking 2 liters of soda up their fucking asshole and spray it back at each other. I don't know. You get creative with it. Have fun. Fuck them. Maybe literally if they're hot.
They were.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you might have a motherfucker call your bluff.
Right, no shit.
You might. It doesn't usually.
Next thing you know, this nun has you tied up, handcuffed in 6 different positions.
She'll be fucking spanking the shit out of you with a wooden spoon she found in your kitchen.
How many more Hail Marys?
Yeah, like yeah. I mean, she could call your bluff, and it could get really weird really fast. So bear that one in mind.
I usually don't answer the door. I just let the dog bark till they walk away.
I am fortunate to be in a spot where I don't have people knocking on my door.
Yeah.
Well, it's getting to be about time that I gotta bring this to an end. I'm really fucking tired. I've been working all day. I lifted a like fucking 250-pound rack all the way up onto a wall and bolted it on there, and yeah.
Fuck that.
Hey Crawley, are you in town next week, or are you out in Canada next week?
No,
What's going on?
I'm still in Canada next week.
All right, Chad's gonna be out of town in like, I don't know, fuck your cousin Tennessee or some shit.
Yeah, just outside Nashville.
So, we're not gonna have a Kekfest next week since like literally nobody's gonna be where they are except for me. I may end up streaming something else though.
I was lucky tonight to have enough signal to be in here, so.
I hear you.
Well, I'm not gonna take that for granted next week, so we just won't fucking do it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I do get to see what are the satellite internet, whatever, what's that called?
Starlink?
Yeah, I do get to see like the satellites like fly over about every night.
Nice.
Well, I say every night. It don't get dark till 11 and it gets daylight at 4, but whatever you consider night up here.
Well, that's pretty cool. Well,
I'll send you one of the toothy bastards I caught today.
Okay. Well, I will see you all on the next live stream, which will be not next week, but the week after. Watch, I'm gonna check my comments and I will have finally. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. So y'all take it easy. Peace out. Go fuck yourself. Whatever. Don't run.